there's a whole lot of gold waiting for you. But it's I think you only find out that whole the strength journey is not linear if you stay in it long enough for it to become not linear.
I think it's a really good segue to part of what I think makes my gym so particularly unique is I've had clients that have been around for that long. They've been around for 10 years.
Phil. I love
Phil Menzies, as you know, is a great example of that. Sorry. Phil is he just recently got an all-time total PB at 57. It's amazing for 32 years of lifting, like awesome. Genuinely phenomenal. He's about to get his tattoo. We got a tattooist that trains at the gym. He's getting the Collingwood Magpie deadlifting 500 because he's so just ecstatic. 500 was a dream for him. So now it's the 200 squat and all that stuff. But he's the perfect example because only a year ago he got really sick before, I want to say dog, stop it. He got really sick before Worlds. He actually weighed in light. He had to fill himself up with water to make his weight class. Made one squat, one bench, one deadlift. Shit. Like 50 kilos off his best total. Then the next year, bang. Because he's done all that work, he just got really sick. And there's been enough of our guys now when life hits, I can pull out an example and I can be like, yeah, but this is what happened to Phil, or this is what happened here. So keep coming. We'll drop the volume. We'll drop the intensity. We'll tread water for however long that this, what I would refer to as a situational crisis is burning. And then afterwards we'll go again. So the retention rate for most of my athletes is pretty good when life hits, but it never used to be because there were no examples to give them of why they should. And I would agree with you. There's lots of people that stop.
No, I was just saying, yeah, like that's a really good point you make that, the not having examples. It's really interesting.
And the only way you can get those examples is, again, I've owned a gym for 10 years. Like a lot happens in that time that you can draw back on and go, yeah, well, I've got an example as to why you should. If you don't have that there, you don't have that data. It doesn't mean anything if you pull up an article of someone over in Finland that had the same experience, but there's someone they know that they've rubbed shoulders with. It hits home a bit harder. And there's a few people in the gym at the moment. I mean, I've got 100 clients now, so there's lots of people. At any given time, there's a fire somewhere in someone's life because it's that many people. And there's a few at the moment that have stuff going on, and it's about, well, just we'll keep you moving in this time. We're not chasing PBs. We're not going to work you hard, but we're going to keep you moving. So when life settles down, which it will, it always does, bang, we're ready to go. We haven't gone backwards. We've just
tell me then,
plateaued.
how do you speak to those athletes when they're going through stuff? Like how do you approach the situation, both generally and specifically?
Well, again, my background's quite unique as to how I got into powerlifting. So you would know a lot about my journey, but basically I started as an aged care worker and then a mental health worker and a disability worker and all those things. And I was into lifting myself. And I was like, why is there not a place for different people to congregate and to train? And, whether that is Phil who's blind or, we've got parabenches for disabled people or whatever, but more people with brains that work like mine, where they're a little bit off center to congregate and be themselves. So the way that I would talk to my clients, I would very rarely recommend people do because I know my clients quite intimately because of the type of gym that we have. So generally, I would suggest that you ask if they want to talk about it and then engage respectfully in mental health first aid comprehension type talk. My guys, we just do that while we train. It's basically iron therapy for us. Most of our guys always have some sort of mental health complication, and we're unwinding. It'd be fascinating to do like a full video of like a couple of sessions throughout a day and show the difference of someone coming in the gym versus leaving the gym. So they're always lighter. They come in and they're happier, they're lighter, they're relieved. But that's the business model that I've worked, is holistic health through strength training. So for me personally, It's each individual client. We just chat shit until they feel better.